Right, so hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the plan to increase the tourists in Doto, Eastern Hokkaido. Yeah. First of all, we'll start with the issues in Hokkaido tourism. As you all know, first, there are very few tourists in Doto, and second, there are less tourists in November in Hokkaido. Yeah. And in addition, there transportation crisis in Hokkaido, JR Hokkaido. Some train lines in JR Hokkaido cannot earn enough money to preserve this because many people, local people, do not use the train. JR Hokkaido is starting to cut down some transportation, and it leaves less tourists in Eastern Hokkaido. To settle these problems, we'll mitigate the gap between Sapporo and Doto and the peak season in the November. And as the solution, we'll propose the tourism train tour in November.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you the detail of the tour routes, and it will take 5 days. And the days start at New Chitose Airport, and they will stay at Obihiro, Kushiro, Kawai Onsen, and Awashiri Station. And the goal is Nishimemambetsu Station because there is a Memambetsu Airport near that station. Okay, on the first day, the tourists start at the New Chitose Airport, and they first go to the Yubari, and then they will see the former coal mine in Yubari, and they will enjoy eating melon, and then go to the Obihiro and sleep. And the second day, on daytime, they will enjoy the sightseeing in Obihiro. They go to the farm in Obihiro Tokachi area. They will enjoy the vine and eating cheese. And also there are lots of sweets factories, so they can see and learn about the factories and industry in the Tokachi area. And then go to the Kushiro station. And the third day, they will be in the Kushiro. So on daytime, they will visit the wetland and see the beautiful nature, and also enjoy watching the birds. And they move to the Kawai Onsen night. On the fourth day, and they will be in the Kawai Onsen, so they enjoy taking hot spring there. And also there are Lake Akan and the Lake Mashu, so they will visit these two lakes and seeing the nature. And then move to the Awashiri. On the fifth day, in the morning, they will do the sightseeing in Awashiri city. For example, they will visit the Awashiri prison and the activities in Awashiri. And then go to the Nishimemambetsu for the flights to back their countries.
Our key stakeholder of our project is international tourists and local residents in Eastern Hokkaido. this is because there are many resources that affect Japanese culture in Eastern Hokkaido and that can attract international tourists. Also, we wanted to address the imbalance in tourist numbers between Toho area and Eastern Hokkaido. Our projects, the inclusions of our project's scope is transportation and tourism assets. Exclusion is too much outdoor activities or too much shopping, because these problems are caused by over-tourism and they could cause problems for local people. The tangible outputs are the train tour and the activities and also the advertisement. The stakeholder results is the results for the local residents in Eastern Hokkaido is the preservation of local train, sustaining sightseeing spots, and economic improvement, and also the improvement in popularity. The results for international tourists is the opportunity to learn Hokkaido history and also to escape from ordinary life. And also, through this project, they may have the feeling of appreciation against Hokkaido history and culture. This is our work breakdown structure. Our work is planning, arranging the train, and also the arrangement of attraction and accommodations, and also the promotion and marketing, and tour execution. In arranging the train, we are gonna make a special design, an interior design of the train, tourism train, and also we're gonna plan service in the train. And in promotion and marketing, we're gonna make online advertisement, and also we're gonna have online based on online booking platforms. According to the Gantt chart, the critical path is 1 year and 6.5 months. And this is mainly because of the consulting with JR takes 1 year, and also designing the interior of the train takes 6 months, and accepting the bookings takes 3 months. The 3 main negative risks are JR decline to sponsor, and bad weather, and few application. In these cases, we're gonna conduct the project by using bus instead of train, and then if we have successful results, we're gonna propose to JR again. And in case of bad weather, we're gonna make an alternative plan and also prepare warm clothing. And if there were few applications, we're gonna recruit Japanese tourists. The 2 positive risks are extra economic gains for region and also many applications. To exploit these risks, we're gonna focus on spreading attractive information of Doto area in advance. And also to enhance extra economic gains for region, we're gonna incorporate locations that are operated by local entities rather than external capital into the route.
And let's conclude our presentation. In short, this train tour will have 2 benefits. First, it will help attract more tourists to Eastern Hokkaido. And second, it will benefit local residents to economic improvement and preserve lines in general Hokkaido. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. So today we're going to be talking about our project, Hokkaido Snow Festival. So unfortunately, one of our team members cannot make it today. So, but she sent over some audio. I'll just play them.
Yeah, that was an option, by the way.
Great. Team 2. Hi everyone, we are Team 2. Today, we would like to introduce a new project called Snow Festival in Hokkaido, which aims to solve some key challenges in Hokkaido's tourism. First, let me explain the current situation and the main issues of tourism in Hokkaido. First, I would like to explain the current situation of tourism in Hokkaido. Hokkaido is Japan's largest prefecture by area and has many attractive resources like beautiful nature and local food. Recently, the number of tourists, including foreign visitors, has been increasing. However, most tourists visit only a few famous spots such as Sapporo, Otaru, Hakodate, and Niseko. For example, about 2 million people gather for the Sapporo Snow Festival every winter. But eastern and northern Hokkaido still have fewer visitors. In this way, we can see that the whole potential of Hokkaido tourism resources is not fully utilized. This project's goal is to distribute tourists more evenly throughout Hokkaido. This leads to discover and make better use of local tourism resources in each region. To achieve these goals, we plan to hold a snow festival in a different city every year. At the festival site, we will distribute a stamp rally card so visitors can tour nearby attractions. If they complete the stamp rally, they can receive local exclusive rewards or prizes. This encourages tourists to explore more than just the festival area.
Okay, thank you.
So I will talk about stakeholder mapping. Our key stakeholder is local people, tourists, and event organizer and snow sculpture. Local people's goal is doing their daily life as normal. For example, that means they don't feel trouble during snow festival. So for example, they can access hospital, supermarket, and so on as normal. And tourists' goal is having fun, so they can enjoy local food and good snow sculpture and many attractions. Event organizers' goal is lost visitors. So to achieve these goals, our solution is smooth transportation within the city, like extra bus. And snow sculpture's goal is create a nice sculpture. So we will offer good space and good quality of snow.
Okay, so for the project scope, since our goal is to reduce regional disparity in Hokkaido of tourists, so we came up with what we want to do and what we want to achieve. So we included in our project is the most important one is support from locals. So we want the locals to be included and to not be disturbed during our event. So that is one of the most important things. We also want tourists to not only see different cities, but see different part of the city. So not only the central part, but if there are any interesting attractions around the city, we also want them to get to experience them. We also want to inform local hotels of and restaurants and local businesses because if there are more tourists coming in for the event, we would like these hotels and restaurants to know and be informed, to stay informed. Lastly is to achieve everything, we would like to add on some local transportation support as the number of tourists increases. This might disturb the daily lives of locals, so that's also very important. Some of the exclusions and what is out of scope from our project is we will not organize the details of the festival directly, and we also would not repeat cities successively. So these are the deliverables, just very quickly. We will conduct survey on local people, restaurants, and hotels. We also would create some event guide for the festival itself, stamp rally card, and a city attractions map, so that the tourists will stay informed. We have some event marketing, such as a website or social media accounts, as well as a present for the stamp rally winners. So this is the breakdown structure for our event. Separated into 5 categories: so preparation, marketing, support from other parties, the stamp rally, and the review. So basically, the preparation would include things like seeking government approval and seeking local approval. Marketing is very clear. It's also creating posters, creating social media accounts, creating websites. Support from other parties is, for example, we would like to contact the local transportation, companies, and as well as the hotels and restaurants. For the stamp rallies, this is just to prepare the stamps and prize and inform the locations of the that's included in the stamp rally, and review just after the event. We would like to decide the next city. So very quickly, this is our scheduling and Gantt chart. Our critical path, we think that it will take about 2 years, 4 months, and 1 week. So ideally, we want to host this event every year. Unfortunately, the critical path suggests that it's 2 years for preparation, but we think that this would decrease because this is the first of its event. So hopefully, every successive event after this would have a decrease amount of time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I will move on to the risk. The risk management. So firstly, the risk analysis. So we have identified few positive risk and negative risk, such as like in positive risk, we have a good weather condition, available accommodation and restaurant, many visiting site, and also we have received high number of visitors recorded, and also stamp rally could help tourists discover lesser known attraction in the region, adding value to local tourism. And also some of the negative risks we have bad weather condition, and also no proper condition of preparation, non-approval of the event by the local government and communities, and also by using the risk analysis diagram, we have identified the registration of risk. So in the risk registration, we have limited number of hotel and restaurant. So this probability will be 2, impact 3, priority 6. And to avoid this risk, we have to discuss and inform the hotels and restaurants in advance to prepare for a sudden influx of tourists in the area, and also the overcrowding, which will cause frustration to locals. Probability will be 2, impact 3, priority 6. And to mitigate this risk, we have to do awareness. Awareness must be organized in the area to all communities so that they are aware of the event and will expect many tourists during this period, especially this particular time. And some of the positive risks will be the stamp rally could help tourists discover lesser known attraction in the region, adding value to local tourism. So to enhance this risk, marketing of attraction by visitors boost local tourism businesses in the area. So finally, to conclude, So to address the disparity in tourism across Hokkaido, organizing snow festival in different cities present a strategic solution by decentralizing event from Sapporo, firstly to reduce regional disparity by distributing tourist traffic to lesser known areas. Secondly, to mitigate seasonal overcrowding in Sapporo, ensuring a more balanced visitor distribution year-round. And thirdly, showcase the unique charm of Hokkaido's diverse cities, enriching travelers' experience. So this initiative not only promote equitable economic growth, but also strengthen Hokkaido's appeal as a multifaceted destination. And this team too believe that by expanding festival locations, we can create a sustainable tourism that benefit the entire prefecture. That's all for Team 2. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hello everyone, we are Team 3 and we would like to introduce our project, Ridemate. This figure shows a popular tourist spot for inbound tourists in Hokkaido. Cities like Sapporo, Asahikawa, Hakodate are mentioned, but the BA, the town with a small population, is also included. The BA has some famous tourist spots like Ashirogane Aoike. The number of tourist travelers from overseas is increasing. And the other town in Hokkaido with a small population, the number of tourists is also increasing year by year. But the towns with a small population don't have enough transportation system. For example, like BA, the transportation system within the BA is only bus, but like other cities like Sapporo, Hakodate, Asahikawa have other transportation systems like subways and trains. We have defined the program as follows. There are not enough transportation systems, making it difficult for tourists to move around smoothly in towns with a small population in Hokkaido. And we have defined our project goals as follows. Movement of tourists within towns with a small population will be smooth and tourists can enjoy sightseeing within the towns. In the project, we will make opportunity for interaction between tourists and residents and develop application and focus on strength the local economy and prevent trouble between tourists. Although we won't make rule which force tourists and local residents, and we won't build a transportation system between city with a large population and a city with a small population.
Let me explain our solutions. First one is matching system, and second one is car navigation and design tour. This slide shows how to use this matching system applications. First, users select travel preferences, for example, date or destination or budget. The second, this application finds a compatible travel partner for the users. The third one is this application suggests a shared itinerary. Finally, if the users accept the conditions, a registered local driver is assigned for the users. Second idea is car navigations. Our team think one of the problem is tourists get bored during the traveling. So instead of hiring tour guide, use a car navigation system which has tour functions. We give a USB which has a tour guide system, then the local driver insert USB into their car navigations. It suggests less crowded destinations. It helps reduce over-tourism. Also, it provides additional information, for example, culture or history of the area. It makes the ride more enjoyable and educational.
Okay, so since Yuta and Sean are absent today, I will play the recordings they gave us. First, this is Yuta's part.
This is our stakeholder mapping. In particular, we placed a strong focus on solo tourists and so-called Japanophiles, people who have a deep interest in Japanese culture and travel. Japanophiles, in our definition, refer to those who not only admire Japan but have also visited the country more than twice, indicating a high level of enthusiasm and familiarity with Japanese destinations. By identifying these two groups as key stakeholders, we aim to design a service that meets their unique travel preference and expectations. Our project aims to create a service that designs custom tours by matching people who want to visit similar destinations. For example, imagine two strangers. One wants to visit the Blue Pond and Shikisai no Ka, and the others want to see the same place. Our system matches them based on location, schedule, and interest, and creates a shared tour route that covers both spots. In addition, during the trip, a smart navigation system works like a bus guide, automatically giving voice explanation about each destination when the users approach. This project solves the problem of solo travel being expensive or lonely, and it also enriches the travel experience through shared discovery and guided exploration. Our project has three main deliverables that contribute to designing a more personalized and engaging travel experience. First, a matching service that connects individuals with similar travel interests. This enables shared travel planning between strangers who want to visit the same or nearby destination. Second, a smart navigation system that functions like a bus tour guide. It provides automatic voice guidance and explanations as users approach key spots along the route. Third, a tour design engine that generates optimized travel plans based on user input, preferences, and matching results. These three deliverables work together to offer a seamless, interactive, and socially connected travel experience.
Thank you. And next is Sean's part.
Next, we begin the project with our field survey, which takes 7 days. Then we conduct a user survey and a survey from other systems to understand current needs and reference cases. This takes 14 days and 1 week, respectively. Based on the findings, we spend another 14 days to prepare the budget. Next, on the technical side, we create the navigation system and prepare the app, each taking about 2 weeks. In parallel, we gather local residents and get agreements from drivers to use their own cars. These community engagement tasks take about 1 month each. Once everything is ready, we run tests to ensure the system works properly. We test the matching system and the car navigation system both for 1 week. After that, we move on to announcement, which takes about 1 month, followed by deployment. Finally, we hold an event and collect feedback from participants, which takes 1 week. Next page. This is Gantt chart of our project. It takes about 24 weeks. Thank you.
So now I'm going to talk about risk management. Here is our risk analysis. For key negative risks, first, obtaining a Class 2 driver's license is difficult and may burden local residents. as we mentioned, we want local residents to drive cars. To drive passengers for money, it is essential to obtain Class 2 driver's license. And second risk is reaching foreign tourists and informing them about the service is challenging. It is because we are going to create a local service within Japan. And third, but weather may require changes to the planned itinerary. It means if the system creates the plan, it may be forced to change because of the weather problem. And for key positive risks, first, demand for local residents to serve as drivers could grow rapidly. It may cause the lack of driver. And second, other regions or countries may request to adopt the service. So in conclusion, transportation from Sapporo to other parts of Hokkaido already exists. So therefore, we will focus on transportation within small areas. In this project, we focus on BA. Since long travel times in Hokkaido are unavoidable, it means we can't change the long time of transportation. So we aim to make the journeys themselves enjoyable. Our matching system will benefit travelers who want to explore a compact area. Local residents can contribute and find satisfaction by working as drivers. It means we can make both travelers and local residents happy. And finally, key elements of our project are matching service, car navigation, and designing tour. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.
So we can talk about Furusato English match. I'm summarizing the other team's presentation because we are the same team. We are team 4. So first, I am talking about the problem. The foreign tourists concentrate in major cities. So it means rural areas are undiscovered like this. And foreign tourists generate a lot of economic benefits. Excluding coronavirus, 2023 is the highest consumption of tourists. Maybe 2024 and 2025 is higher than this. And the number of people who is living in rural is decreasing, and also property price is decreasing. So it means hard situation. Contrary to this situation, a lot of beautiful places are in Japan, and foreign tourists can experience authentic Japanese experience. And a lot of Japanese people want to speak English, about 90%. So, considering this information, main goal is revitalization of local communities, and sub-goal 1 is authentic Japanese experiences for foreign tourists, and sub-goal 2 is English communication practice for Japanese speakers.
And our solution is developing the app. The app is called Furusato English Match. Furusato means kind of countryside. The app connects Japanese students who have motivation to speak English and foreign travelers want to go to depopulated areas. This solution addresses two sub-goals, and we expect to see an increase in tourist numbers and tourism revenues. And as a result, the main goal, revitalizing the local community, is achieved within app. There are images. The Japanese student staff members guide foreign tourists in depopulated areas. Their needs have matched. Let's move on to stakeholders mapping. We have a lot of key stakeholders. For example, local governments and local people are most important stakeholder because currently over-tourism and tourist etiquette have become a serious problem. And so we have to get their understanding. And next, foreigner travelers and Japanese students are also important because if there are not enough participants, the app will fail. And this project scopes inclusion, application development, promotion, liaising with local governments, among other things. This exclusion are covering cost and planning hazard activities, for example, scuba diving. Sorry, I move it on. Sorry. So our app delivers four core features. First, the users can create their personal profiles and adding their own interest, and so they can specify the English levels. This can lay the foundation for finding the right matching. Second, the travelers can find the rural areas and they can discover the regions which they most want to visit. The third, so they can find the host. The in-app messaging can let them arranging a meeting date, time, and spot. So finally, they can engage in real-world cultural activities and share stories and practice English in real conversation. So it can transform a simple trip into a deep experience. So this is our work breakdown structures. So it is consists of 6 steps. So first, so we conduct field survey. So we identify regional attractions and logistics. So for examples, in a seaside regions, so we find there will be seafood. So second, we plan project budget and organize resources. The third, so we make system, and after that, we test the application. The fourth, we train the Japanese student. So not only improve their English skills, but also improve their mindset to the tourism. Fifth, we conduct field testing and validate our service with travelers and the locals. And finally, we implement our project. So expanding the service based on the feedback throughout Hokkaido. So I'll show you our project timeline. So there are 2 bottlenecks on our schedule. The first half is preparation, such as research and negotiation. The second half is implementation, such as improvement and expansion of our project. But we think thorough preparation and continuous improvement are key to project success. So we take more. So we take enough days to complete our project, about 2,000 days.
So I'm going to talk about the risks. Firstly, it's easy to imagine negative risks than positive risks. Negative risks. Firstly, most important things. We are providing this as a service, not a single shop event. So we need to attract a sufficient number of participants repeatedly and permanently. So this is the most difficult things and important things. And the second one, as the last group 3 mentioned about the second class driver's license, about the negative risks too, but we will make those Japanese students to guide and the PR also drive for everybody. So maybe it might be considered as the drivers for profit. So it will be required the second class driver's license. For the solution, we can consider this service as like those students will get paid just for PR and guide, not for the drivers. Maybe it's not my like a professional, so I want some idea about your like idea. I'm not professional expert of the law, so and then third one is like interpersonal conflicts between travelers. This is caused by maybe the misunderstanding about the travels between those Japanese students and foreign travelers. So maybe we can fix this by planning those events and set up the meeting beforehand together. And also we can request the daily report for those travels so that we can monitor those whole travel. And for positive risks, I'm gonna talk about the need for more sustainable framework for English language sport. That means like if we get like this kind of tourists, if we succeed to gain huge numbers of tourists for the local residents, maybe they are not capable of those large number of the tourists. They cannot be like that immediately, so that we can evolve our role from PR and a guide person to a co-creation partner. That means like, for example, we can talk about how to deal with those huge number of massive waves of the foreign tourists, and also how to create the English sign, English menu, or like that. So we can be the co-creation partner, not the guide. And for conclusion, like this project includes those 3 identities, like students and the foreign tourists, and also the local residents, local governments. So this model will transform Hokkaido into a hub for interaction and co-creation. Thank you.